surviving and escaping cross sides. Alright, we're going to be in cross sides bottom. So you like to have your foot on your knee or just this. The important thing is that this leg is touching your training partner that's on that side of you. So this leg touching them, it serves two purposes. It's your ticket out of there, and if you're touching their hips, you can read their mind in jiu-jitsu. Everything starts at the hip. So that's what I tell myself when I'm in bottom cross sides, just touch that leg to them, and you're going to know exactly what they're doing. And then you want your hands, kind of like in mount, elbows against your bodies and hands by your face. Again, we don't want to cross here and get gift wrapped. We don't want to push with our hands and get our wrists broken when they switch base. So we're trying to maintain this position. This is our neutral fighting position that we can work from to escape. So, can you see my knee?
Yeah.
So, to elbow escape, I just need to get this knee in front of Jerry. So it's only, if you can see it, it's only like 3 or 4 inches from being in front of his hip. So that means if I move my butt 3 or 4 inches away, it'll be in front of his hip. So all I need to do is move my butt away, bring my knee in, and then once I can push with my knee, just like I said in mount, once we can push with a leg, we can push with our hands. So my shin is pushing him, and then I want to push my head away from him. And now he's like a mile away from cross sides because I changed the position of my head. And then from here we can adjust, get some grips, and start looking to get whatever kind of guard we want to acquire. So again, elbows in. He should be riding on my forearms like as if they were rails. And that's going to help mess up his base, relieve the weight from you. And then we're just going to scoot out a little bit, bring our knee in. Once we can push with a leg, push your head away with your hands and push with your leg. Adjust, get to whatever guard you want to get to. Os. So the main fight of this position is going to be keeping your hands protecting your neck, and he's going to be trying to isolate your arms. So one thing he'll do is he'll walk around your head and change positions. So typically when he does that, if you're not paying attention, go ahead. Your hand's going to get separated and keep going. And then as he comes through, I lost my left arm and my right arm is crossed over. But so as he does that, we're going to want to kind of make little adjustments, and I just call it bump and wiggle. So go ahead. So he's going, my arms, I'm starting to lose my right arm, so I bump and push my arm through. And I just keep bumping and wiggling to get room. When I lift him up, as he comes down, it gives me a chance to move my arms when he's light. So even if my arm got over here, which is real bad for me, if I bump and bring my arm in, that's the fight in cross sides, is bump and wiggle and trying to fight back to that neutral position that you can fight from. Os. Alright, so we're in here, maybe he's trying to get to my back or something, he's coming up a little closer to me, like he's not got as much weight on me. We could do the running escape. And I think of this as a really definitely plan B, maybe a little further down the alphabet. I wouldn't just go for this right away, but maybe he's trying to force me onto my side, or he's made enough space that I would want to do this. So it's the real important thing with the running escape is that I get my legs away from him and that I drop my inside arm to block the hook. So normally he could just snake his left foot in there to get that hook. I do this to people all the time when they forget to drop their arm. But if I drop my arm here and he goes to bring that hook in, I end up grabbing his leg. And if I drop my head back and get my head above him, I can start looking to get a reversal. So we're in here. I'm not doing so good. maybe he brought his hand to block my leg here so that I couldn't elbow escape, this would be a time I might running escape. So get your legs away a bit, drop the hand, and then you're trying to get your head back to get on top. If I leave my head here, I might be able to pull his leg and get on top, but if I miss it and he gets around to the side, then I could be in pretty big trouble. So try to drop your head back and get the leg. Oh. This one we're gonna set up off of a guard pass, and this one's kind of more of a theory. So maybe he's like knee cutting me or something, and so what I'm gonna do is, as he's trying to finish his pass, I'm gonna look for this top arm. So if I can stuff his top arm down by my hips as he finishes the pass, go ahead. Like he doesn't really know, like he wants to get a crossface with that top hand. And so if I have frozen his top arm to his body and my hands are by my hips, it's really awkward for him to try to finish the pass. And then I can a lot of times just get a quick elbow escape. So maybe if he does like a body lock pass around the hips, so he's there, he's passing, I'm just going to block his top arm. Go ahead. So I'm just pushing his top arm down, the top arm being the one that he's going to want to cross face me. So go ahead, finish your pass. I'm just blocking his top arm, and then I'll just elbow escape and get out. Alright, so we're getting our guard passed, and then before he settles into the cross sides, go ahead. I'm just going to try to turtle and roll. If I keep rolling good, he's probably going to land back in my guard. And this one's, again, it's just like the one we just did with grabbing the top arm. It's more of a concept, so you can play around with it with different kinds of guard passes. But it's like as he's trying to establish the position before he gets his grips where he wants them, as he's transitioning, that's when I'm going to want to try to roll around to re-establish my guard. So that one's kind of it'll be tricky to do if he's got you and got all his weight on you, but if as they're trying to establish their grips and finish the pass, that's a good time to go for this, just lifting your butt up, getting to turtle, and just rolling around and trying to land them back in your guard. Oh.